Hey guys, Pretzelman945 here. Welcome back to another video. Today I am attempting the massive task of making a One Piece character tier list. I haven't made tier list videos in a while, but I kind of felt like making one for One Piece. Obviously, I'm not fully caught up yet, so isn't going to include every character. But I feel like I can do a freaking lot of them here. Especially to the point where I'm at in Whole Cake right now. First off, I am going to be making some new tiers because there are so many characters in this tier list. We are making this A+. And then we are making this tier, making one above for B+ as well. If I can click on the color, there we go. B6 plus B+. And then down at the bottom here, I am going to be making one for characters that I just do not remember. Okay, Alvida is going in C, along with Usopp's mom. These are both characters from the beginning of the series that were not super memorable, but serve their purpose, what they were. Ben Beckman I find to be the least interesting member of Shanks' crew. I don't remember this guy. And that guy is I love Brook. I think he's such a badass. I love his backstory and his jokes and everything about him. And Chopper 2 is really cute. And Buggy, I think he's a super funny gag character, and he's going in B+. This guy's C, I guess. I love this dog because it was one of the first things that actually made me sad in the story. So, yeah, he's the best thing about Orangetown, that dog. Kobe also gets a solid B. I can't wait to see more of his, improvement. But I love his, simplistic principles as a Marine. And I love to see his improvement and, his conflict struggles with Haki during Marineford were, crazy captivating. Frankie is super in A+. I love all of Frankie's different weapons and such. And I think that he is an extremely funny character. I love his design post-time skip. I think he's super funny. I love that what he does in Dressrosa. I think it's crazy awesome. I love Frankie. Gaimon, A tier. Gaimon is such a memorable and lovingly wholesome character that honestly should have joined the Straw Hats. I will forever stand by that. I freaking love Gaimon. The Going Merry, A, in terms of plot relevancy and how much the sacrifice meant and the whole spirit of the ship thing throughout Enies Lobby was amazing stuff right there. That guy is kind of forgettable. Django's not that bad to go in F tier, but he's very forgettable. Jinbei, A+, top of A+. I put him in S. He's going in S. I freaking love Jinbei. He's one of the coolest Straw Hats. He is such an awesome character. I love his fishman karate and his relationship with Luffy, and in general, he's just a Giga Chad. I love this brother guy. I think like the ones that were like Zoro's brothers or whatever the heck. Both of them. I don't know if that's the same guy. Is that like the same dude? Hard for me to tell. I think it's the same dude. Anyway, that's not really important. I forget the name. One's named Johnny. I love the relationship they have with Zoro, and they're a very brief, but I feel like not talked enough about part of Baradier. We are going to mute that weird car commercial. And I think they're really funny and very memorable. Kaya, solid B. I like her in Syrup Village. Same with this guy that was Zoro's teacher and Quina. I love the role that they both played in Zoro's backstory. Kuro is a B. I think he's definitely a very interesting early villain. I think it's really creepy how he manipulated Kaya for like 3 years just to get to money. Bakaru's a C. He's fine, I guess. Luffy, S tier. I don't think that should be very surprising at all. I mean, do I even really need to explain this? Like, Luffy is just an amazing protagonist. He has so many amazing moments. I love his relationship with all the members of his crew. He makes such a fantastic captain. I love his devil fruit and his humor, and he is, like, such an incredible protagonist. I don't need to explain why I'm putting Luffy in S tier. Makino, I think she's alright. Mary is not super memorable to me. I do not remember. Oh no, wait, this was another one of Buggy's crew. He goes in D. Morgan. I think I'll put him in C. He was a fun enough early like marine villain, I suppose. Yeah, he was okay. This might be a little bit controversial, but Nami, like I like Nami, but she's just my personal like least favorite Straw Hat out of all of them. But I still think that she's a good character, so she is going in B plus. All these members of the little Usopp pirates all are, well, just B actually. They're all going in B because I love their relationship with Usopp, and they are so memorable to me. This guy is really funny. That's the only reason he's going in B. I don't remember who that is. Nico Robin, S tier. My second favorite Straw Hat and the best One Piece and just anime waifu in general. Right there. I love Robin as a character in multiple ways. Yeah, she's amazing. She has the best backstory of any Straw Hat easily. Actually, of any character. Gold Roger, from what I know about him in the story, he's an A tier. Extremely entertaining character. Sanji, with what I've watched in Whole Cake, he's an S tier now. He has fully redeemed himself in my eyes, and he has become such a better character. And his backstory was so tragic and intense, and the scene where he and Luffy reunited, like, just absolutely broke my heart. And he has completely redeemed himself from the pervy nonsense in Fishman Island and Punk Hazard in my mind. I do not remember who that is. Shanks. Ooh. Shanks gets an A plus. Because I love his early relationship with Luffy, and from what little I know about him, he is such a complete badass. And he is like such an entertaining character in the Four Embers, especially when you find out that's like his level of power. Um, so yeah, I love Shanks. He's super awesome. The Thousand Sunny also, I'll put the ships next to each other actually, even though this is in no way ordered. Um, I love the Thousand Sunny and the tons of unique features on it, um, and just how awesome of a ship it is. Usopp. Um, okay, I'm gonna make a change there. Um, I can't put Chopper and Usopp in the same tier. I freaking love Usopp. I loved him. I know some people found him annoying from the beginning, but I loved Usopp from the beginning. I love the idea of his character. The Silver King gag is the greatest gag in One Piece history. But I also love what that means for his character in Enies Lobby, and the way he burns down the flag is so freaking awesome. And how he motivated Luffy, and his fight with Luffy, and then seeing like how awesome he was in Dressrosa, and like unlocking observation haki, and the fact that God Usopp was also really funny. I freaking love Usopp. Vivi, S tier. One of the the second best character in Alabasta, behind Crocodile, of course. What Such a absolutely rich, wonderfully written character that is so dynamic and so caring and kind, and really like like I love her relationship with Luffy in the arc. It was amazing, and seeing how she steps up to her role as princess was incredible, even though I maintain that she is my number one person to join the Straw Hats that like didn't get to join, that should have joined. Vivi is my number one for that type of spot. The mayor dude, C, I guess. Yasa, B, I think he has some interesting gun stuff. Zoro is my favorite character in Wall of One Piece. He is the most badass. He has amazing character development. I love his backstory. I love his loyalty to Luffy. He is a perfect vice captain. His sword action is so awesome. He has some of the most badass moments and fights, in all of One Piece, and I freaking love Zoro. I literally have a poster of him in my room. He is my favorite One Piece character by far. Arlong. Alright, If it was just Arlong Park that we're talking about, I would give him B. But with the Fisher Tiger flashback and how much that really deepened him as a character, I'm gonna put Arlong in B plus, because I think it's really interesting as to how much he hates humans, and his character is made that much more captivating by how he represents a side of the themes in Fishman Island. Bellamere, B. I love the role that she plays as a mom to Nami and Nojiko, and she's very brave. I don't remember who that is, or that. This Fishman guy is kind of forgettable. Okay, oh, right. Honestly, this guy goes in F because I literally I remember who Django is. I remember him from Spirit Village. I literally never remember who this guy is. Never remember who he is, ever. So he's going in F for that reason. This guy goes in B because I like the role he plays in Nami's backstory as well. and I like the role that this guy plays and how dynamic his character is within the Baradier arc. Hachan is really funny, and I love his loyalty. And he's such like an innocent character, but he always ends up getting hurt so bad. Don Krieg, I like him a lot more than probably some others do, but I love his like fascination with weapons and stuff like that. Um, and I love his fight with Luffy and Baradier, and also I think that he is an extremely entertaining villain. That guy was kind of cool, I guess. Mihawk S tier. Um, Between like how much of a badass he is, and the fact he was willing to train Zoro, and the fact he's the world's greatest swordsman, and how awesome he was in Marineford. Um, I love Mihawk. He is such an awesome badass character. Um, Mihawk is so cool. This cow is so funny. I love the gag of it constantly being afraid of Luffy. It's so funny. Um, I do not remember who that is. This guy is F. He is the worst naval officer, marine officer of all time. Nojiko, I'll put her in C because I just don't think she's as interesting as these two characters, but by no means is she forgettable. Oh, this is another chef on the Baradier. I like him. I don't remember who that is. Zeph, B plus. Fantastic character. I love his relationship with Sanji. This is Dory, and I'm gonna ring these two together. Dory and Broggy. These two are such wholesome giants. They both go in B tier. Crocus, I will also put in B because of what he reveals about the Grand Line and the fact he's been caring for Laboon for so long. He's a really great character. I forget what this guy's name is. I really liked him in Drum Island. Dragon, from what I've seen, B plus. I want to see more, but he seems like an extremely interesting character. B for he was good in Alabasta. I do not remember who that is. Karoo, I also like Karoo a lot in Alabasta. Dr. Korea, also very memorable character. I liked him a lot. Laboon, B plus because of his loyalty to Brook and the rest of the crew, and also his rivalry with Luffy. Oh, this was the stupid bird that held them up so many episodes in Alabasta. F tier. I don't remember who any of them are. Mr. 3 only get to see because he was funny in Impel Down, and he was like kind of the secret MVP of Marineford. Wasted Devil Fruit potential. Don't remember him. Smoker is an A tier. Especially with Punk Hazard and the fact that he's a vice admiral now. I also just love his philosophy on things. And when he was introduced in Logtown, obviously we didn't know about Logias very much at the time. So he seemed completely unstoppable. And I think he's so cool. And I still maintain Smoker versus Verito is one of the absolute coolest post-time skip fights. Tashigi, I like Tashigi. Wappo, I know a lot of people don't like Wappo. He's not my favorite either, but he's so utterly ridiculous, and the fact that he literally made a country in the South Blue called Black whatever island, and he's like Black Wapple now, and he's actually going to the Reverie for some reason. That amount of ridiculousness alone puts him in C tier. Ace. Ace gets an A plus, in my opinion. Because I love Ace. He's extremely entertaining in any arc that he's in. Him versus Blackbeard is like one of the best fights in the whole show, pre or post time skip. Without question. And his death was so incredibly tragic. RIP. Bellamy, after Dressrosa, A tier. If it was just with Jaya, I would have probably said, like, down here. But with Dressrosa together, he's going in A. Because of just how much he is, like how tragic his story is and how, like, brutally he's manipulated by Doflamingo. And I love the kind of, like, broken friendship that develops between him and Luffy. Amazing stuff right there. This guy's a C. He's one of the less memorable characters in Alabasta. I don't remember who that is. Cobra B. He's a good dad. S. Crocodile is one of the best villains in all of One Piece and the best character in Alabasta as an arc. He is the first villain that really gives Luffy a proper challenge because Luffy loses 3 times to him. And obviously before Haki was introduced, like the way that Luffy versus Crocodile is still my favorite Luffy fight in the whole show. Because it kind of, I love the creativity behind it and Water Luffy and everything and the build up to it. And he is such a, like, menacing, scary presence as one of the 7 warlords. I love seeing him come back and Impel Down, and he was so clutch in Marineford. I love his Devil Fruit powers. I love everything about him. He's an amazing character. These guys were the loyal Chads. I really love them a lot. Camel Dude, he can go and C, I guess. F. Really, really annoying Marine that has way too much screen time for the type of character she is. Dr. Haralook. He gets B+. Purely because of his incredible heart, like, selfless sacrifice in Drum Island and how much he influenced Chopper. Same with this character. I love how complex he and Vivi's relationship are in terms of, like, him leading the rebellion in Alabasta, and he is truly, like, a contribution of how complex the Alabasta politics are, and it's amazing stuff. I remember who that is. The dog? What is this, Mr. Four's dog or something? Very forgettable. I like her spike powers. Don't remember who that is. The mole lady, D. He's only getting B because I like him in Impel Down Breaking Out, and also he was one of the coolest opponent that Zoro has ever faced. Bon Clay, the absolute Giga Chad. May he truly rest in peace. Even more than Ace, honestly. He was truly the GOAT. His sacrifice was so sad. I really miss Bon Clay. And he really grew on me. He wasn't my favorite in Alabasta, but, like, Impel Down really, really made him grow on me so much. Mr. 4? Just going to see. Don't remember who that is. Purely because of his sacrifice, he goes in B tier. I don't remember who that is. This guy is F tier. I hate what he does in Jai. He's really, really annoying. Man, he gets a B plus too, because I freaking love what he represents in terms of like the rain falling, and he's been digging for so many years waiting for water. Like, he is one of the greatest like written characters when it comes to the themes in Alabasta. Blackbeard, S tier, one of the best villains. I love like his kind of cowardly nature on the inside that kind of makes him a complete scumbag, which and how he just wields two devil fruits, and how he's such a treacherous MFer. And he is the greatest off-screen killer ever. This guy goes in A because I love his abilities, especially in Dressrosa. He's so entertaining in the Coliseum fights. Especially when I never expected him to show up whatsoever. I don't remember her name, but I liked her in Skypiea. This guy is from Jai. He's a descendant of Nolan. Doc Q is just okay, because we haven't seen very much of him yet. Doflamingo is the best One Piece villain ever. And I explained this extensively in my Dressrosa reviews, but he is a fascinating villain. Not just villain, but character in general. And my favorite part about him is just how utterly unpredictable he seems to be at all times of the story. And kind of like how his presence is just this kind of looming threat, and you never know what he's going to do. That is my favorite aspect of Doflamingo as a character, without question. I freaking love Doflamingo a lot. Gone for, I'll put him in B. I like him as the Sky Knight, and the fact that he used to be the former god, I think, is really interesting. I can't really remember these from one to another, so I'll just put them all in C, I guess, whenever they come up. Kuma. Oh, Kuma's a hard one. I feel like I know he's going to be a very significant character, like later on in Egghead and stuff. Where do I want him? I don't know. Do I say A plus or just A? I think I'm leaning on A for now, but his devil fruit is insane, and he is an incredibly unique and interesting character across the whole of the story. And I really, really like Kuma. Lafitte, one of the more forgettable members of Blackbeard's crew. I don't remember who that is. Or that. This bird is kind of annoying. C, B, horse thing, C, D because his laugh is annoying. Sengoku. I'm settling on A for Sengoku. I think that Sengoku, especially like pre-time skip, is extremely entertaining, and him at Marineford, he is a complete badass, and he is such a strategic and intelligent fleet admiral. Suru is a D because she feels like the most useless vice admiral. Van Alger, I'm gonna put him in C because we just haven't seen enough of him yet. I don't feel like I need to explain this. He is like the most Giga Chad character in all of One Piece. His death is my favorite moment in all of One Piece. Not even close. His sacrifice was so powerful, and he was such an incredibly powerful and amazing character. I love the relationship with his crew. I love his backstory about how he only values his family. Like, if Whitebeard is not one of your favorite One Piece characters, then you have a problem. Seriously. C. Aokiji. Ooh. Once again, do I go A or do I go A plus for Aokiji? I think for right now, just because we haven't seen as much of him by comparison, I'm gonna settle for A, but I love his ice fruit powers. I love his how unpredictable he is and how he's kind of the most chill. I love his relationship with Robin and such. I do not remember who that is. Ooh, wait, Noland and Caliber. I'm gonna rank these two together because it's one of the greatest flashbacks in all of One Piece. They both go in A tier because they're both like extremely rich characters, especially to the lore and history of Skypiea. I don't remember who that is. Kind of annoying. Eneru. Eneru gets A. I think Eneru is an extremely entertaining villain. I think that he's a really interesting character. I love his devil fruit powers and his use of observation hockey. And I love his goofy face too. Foxy sucks. Bunny, same reason as a girl. Iceberg goes in B plus. I love his relationship with Frankie and the kind of balancing role that goes on with him and Galila, and also being the mayor of Water 7. And on top of that, like, also being just like a Giga Chad for not being killed. Okay. I don't remember who that is. Granny Kokoro. C. I don't remember who any of them are. Polly. I like Polly. He's a really entertaining character in Enies Lobby in Water 7. I don't remember who that is or that. Is this Wiper? If this is Wiper, he goes in B tier. I don't remember who that is. This guy was the leader of like one of the heads of the Frankie family. I like him. He goes in B tier. I don't remember who that is. Bruno. I like his devil fruit powers. That's mostly it. He is so annoying. Um, good effort by the creature there. Don't remember who either of them are. Kaku, I put in B. He's probably my favorite Galila member. I think he's really entertaining. Khalifa is F. I hate her devil fruit. She's really, really annoying, and she is just not a very interesting character at all. Wow, we still have so many left to go. We're already like 35 minutes into this. This giant is as memorable as the other ones. I'll put him in C. Same thing with, all those members right there. I don't understand this guy. Like, what is he supposed to be? What is his powers? I never understand anything about him beyond he is creepy and disturbing. F tier. Raulucci, I like him as a foil against Luffy. That's it, though. Same principle. He goes next to his giant buddy in C tier. Nico Olivia, B+. I love the role that she plays in Robin's backstory. It's so wonderfully tragic. Jaguar D Sol, A tier. Probably my favorite giant in the entire series. I love his friendship with Robin, and his death was so tragic, even though I think he's not dead. Spondum is easily one of the most hateable characters in the whole series, but I put him in C because I at least think that he's a decently effective villain for Enies Lobby as an arc. Tom is great, man. Tom is a legend. I love his story with Frank, his backstory with like Frankie and Iceberg and everything like that. And the fact that he was the one that designed Gold Roger's ship is also really cool. Very forgettable. Very forgettable. One of the most useless characters in the entire series. Why was he even in Thriller Bark? He is one of the things that majorly brings that arc down for me. One of the worst characters in the entire series. I like Cammy. She's nice. And also Papagoo as well. I think that they are both entertaining characters. Charlos goes in D tier because he's a snob, and while the Luffy punch is very satisfying, he doesn't contribute to his strengths as a character at all. So for that simple reason, he is going in D tier. Also D tier, very forgettable. Purely for the gag of the fact that he ended up being Sanji's crazy, like, weird wanted poster face, B tier. Garp. I love Garp. Garp is A+. Garp is absolutely freaking fantastic. Garp is an extremely funny character. I love his relationship with Luffy. I can't wait to see his past explored with Dragon at some point, because I know that has surely got to be a thing. I really want to see more Prime Garp in the future. And I think the fact he can like throw cannonballs and stuff is so cool, and he is the best Vice Admiral in the whole series. That guy is so forgettable. Hunter Hogback? Interesting idea for character, but not developed enough, I think. Lola? C, I think. Kind of forgettable, honestly. Okay, just hit 40 minutes. Okay, Marco. Honestly, Marco gets an A+. I freaking love his Devil Fruit. He's an absolutely awesome vice captain, and I think that he does not get enough screen time. Um, I love his relationship with Whitebeard in particular, and he's like a underrated MVP of Marineford, honestly. Momonga, see, he's one of the less forgettable vice admirals. Gecko Moria, no, not F. I'll just say D. Not a particularly interesting villain. Same with Ors. Prone, it gets really annoying. After Thriller Bark gets so annoying. Why? Ooh, Ryuma. I feel like he's gonna be an important character in Wano. I love his fight with Zoro. I think it's so cool, and the fact that he gives his sword to Zoro afterward as like the sign of an honorable duel is so cool. She's okay, I guess. I don't remember who that is or that. Scratchman Apu is like one of the dumbest captains in the entirety of the worst generation. I hate his gimmick. He goes in F tier. Capone Beji. With what has happened in Whole Cake so far and like his alliance with Luffy and stuff, okay. Actually, I say A tier. And here's why. I think that he is an extremely intelligent captain, one of the smartest in the entirety of the worst generation. I love his crew dynamic. It's incredibly unique. I love the way he talks, and this is just me personally, but the Castle fruit is one of my absolute favorite devil fruits in the entirety of One Piece, and that is why he ends up in A tier. Because I just, like, when I think about the possibility, it just bewilders me. I feel like his devil fruit is so underrated. Beppo, like, he's fine, I guess, but I feel like Beppo is overrated. There, I said it. Bonnie is one of the less memorable parts, but she's not as bad as some of the other members. I don't remember who that is. Like this guy, for example. This guy isn't as bad as Apu, but he's kind of a pathetic captain. And his devil fruit is like one of the worst among all the worst generation people. She's fine, I guess. I like Boa. Mid as a waifu, but as a character, she's interesting, and I also think she works quite well. I like her and Luffy. That gag is funny. He was kind of funny during Impel Down. Oh, is this the wizard guy from Nami's thing? Kind of forgettable. This guy is just weird. I don't like him very much. Who, okay. Kid, obviously he sucks as a captain, and there's no possible way him going after Shanks will succeed in any way whatsoever. No matter how many worst generation captains he teams up with. I'm putting him in B because I like his devil fruit. Don't know enough about him, but looks cool. Okay. Kizaru? S tier. Kizaru is my favorite admiral. Because I find him to be extremely funny and and like such a dork. I love like the way that I love the way he laughs and just talks in general. I love his general mannerisms as well. And his glint fruit is another one of my favorite devil fruits in the whole of One Piece. Law after Dressrosa, like with his backstory, is S tier. He has one of the greatest backstories, and he's such a he's a really cool character. I really like Law so much. Um, Last forgotten member of the Kuja Pirates. Oh man, they're bad. Both of the weird snake ladies. Rayleigh is one of my favorite characters in the whole of One Piece. In fact, I'm gonna make a new tier up here, which I am going to call the Giga Chad Goated tier, or in parentheses, top 5 characters. And I'm gonna move certain characters up there. Where did I just put Rayleigh? Anyway, I freaking love Rayleigh so much for so many reasons. One, I love how he trained Luffy hockey. I think that is amazing stuff. Two, I love the idea of the fact that he's so powerful and he's like this just like lingering threat that not even the world government even has even tried to put a bounty on his head. And the fact that he's just a character that is still alive to this day is so awesome to me. And I also can't wait to learn more about his relationship with Roger and how he was vice captain of the Pirate King's crew. I love his nickname, Dark King Silver Rayleigh. He has some of the craziest hockey in the whole series, and the fact he was able to contend with Kizaru by using a freaking sword is so cool. I absolutely love Rayleigh so much, and I think it's so awesome that he's just like chilling at Sabaody, just living out his life, just repairing ships and stuff. Sentomaru, C, I guess. Remember who that is? Aruch? I guess he's okay. Akainu. A plus. One of the most interesting antagonists, and such a great foil for Luffy. Crazy broken devil. And while I don't think he's as strong as Kizaru, he's insanely powerful. He's so strong. I think it is absolutely frightening that he is still the fleet admiral over Aokiji. And he just has this general frightening presence to him that just makes him like crazy. Inazuma? Yeah, I guess. Ivankov, I love Ivankov. I think Ivankov is super funny. I think Ivankov is great. I don't remember who that is. Magellan. I think he was a funny enough character in Impel Down. Don't remember who that is, or that. Shiryu, we haven't seen enough of him yet, so for now he's a C. Squard is a C. I like this guy's sword skills. Brownbeard is funny. One of the weirdest and most disturbing parts of Blackbeard's crew, definitely. Weird character there. Dadan. I like Dadan. I like the role that she plays in Ace's backstory and stuff like that. Her relationship with Ace and Sabo and Luffy and such. Oars Jr. is B because he has one of the saddest sacrifices in all of One Piece. Don't remember who that is or that. That guy's weird. I hate characters that stick out their tongues. Aladdin is a C, I think. This guy's awful. He appears way too much in the story. He should just, like, die. He's so incredibly annoying. All these, are extremely forgettable. Horty, actually, this guy goes in F because he's drunk and he just kind of sucks. The other ones are just gonna kind of land in D tier. Fisher Tiger goes in B+. I love the Fisher Tiger flashback that's named after him. I love how much he represents the themes of Fishman Island. I think that he's a great character. Fukaboshi is a B. I really like his kind of principles and his leadership. Hody Jones gets a B because I think that he is a really, really interesting antagonist. I know, controversial opinion and whatnot, but I think that he is a really, really interesting character. Koala? C, I guess. Not super memorable. This octopus is funny, and I like the friendship that it forms with Luffy, essentially. He's C. Neptune is kind of gay chat, is open in B tier. Queen Otohime, for kind of the same reasons as Fisher Tiger, B+. Both amazing characters. He goes in C. Oh my god. Okay. Sabo is my second favorite character in all of One Piece, behind Zoro, because I was so incredibly happy to see him back in Dressrosa. I love that he's second in chief to the Revolutionaries. I can't wait to see more of how Dragon raised him in the Revolutionaries. I love that he ate the Flame Slinger. In fact, he does a cooler job of it than with Ace. I'm just gonna say it. I also just love his general presence. Wherever he goes, he's so entertaining. His hockey is so insanely powerful. I freaking love Sabo. Shirahoshi, I like the role that she plays in Fishman Island. Why do you doubt Luffy so much? For that, you get an F tier. Don't remember who that is. Vanderdecken is a annoying character. F, you suck. D, C, because the gag with her being in love with the gladiators is really funny. Oh, wait, is this the guy that ate the jacket fruit? I think this is this guy. He gets F tier because that is the most useless devil fruit in the entire series. Holy crap. I don't remember who that is. This guy is a not very memorable part of the Don Quixote Pirates. Caesar Clown is funny in like arcs beyond Punk Hazard, and he was an okay villain for Punk Hazard too. Don Xinjiao, I find him to be really funny. I love his hockey and fighting style. Him versus Luffy was such a awesome, evenly matched fight. And I really love the gag of how I will curse you and your children and your grandchildren. I think it's really funny. Daguma. Uh, um, I think he's kind of funny. Same thing with the king of Prudence. Oh, Fujitola. Fujitola is, I love saying his name like that. Fujitola. A plus. I think that he is an extremely interesting character. I love that he's blind. His gravity powers are so insanely powerful. Um, I also love his unique brand of justice and him wanting to get rid of the seven warlords. I think it's really interesting. I hope that's something that's paid off soon. The Coliseum guy, he goes in C purely because he motivated Luffy versus Doflamingo. I don't remember who that is. Kinemon, I really like Kinemon a lot. He goes in A tier. Kairos, also in A tier. I love his backstory. So tragic and how it's tied in his entire history as a soldier. The fact that he's actually Rebecca's father is amazing character writing right there. I don't remember who that is. The weird punk hazard child. D. Momo. B. I like Momo. Monet. D. Very forgettable. Peckham's D. Also forgettable. I don't remember who that is or that. Baron Tamago, for his fight against Pedro and his absolutely ridiculous chicken form, he gets a C. Virgo is a B. I think he's an extremely interesting character. Viola, I also like a lot. I love the stuff with Sanji and her in Dressrosa. Yeti Cool Brothers D, very forgettable. This one Coliseum guy kind of sucks. Bartolomeo, one of the funniest characters in all of One Piece, A tier. I love how disrespectful he is to the entire Coliseum by literally peeing in the water while having a barrier up. I love his barrier powers and the fact that he's like a Straw Hat super fan. He's so funny. Kicks guy from the Coliseum, he goes in C tier. Cavendish, boring, B tier. We don't even know who the CP0 member is yet. Don't know why he's on here. Dellinger gets a C because his kicks are kind of cool, I guess. Gioa, F tier, really annoying. The pop guy gets a C. Same thing with the Hawk guy. I like his Fishman karate in the tournament. The giant guy gets a C, along with this other like punching dude. This guy with the weird mouth covering is so forgettable. Leo gets a. I'll put him in B. I like him as leader of the Tentadas. The bull thing is funny, so I'll put it in C. I don't know who that guy is. Some Coliseum fighter. Rebecca is in A tier for very similar reasons to Kairos. I love her backstory. It's so incredibly tragic. And her entire history and life with the soldier and such, how it's tied to the history of Dressrosa and everything. Riku goes in B+. Very good king. Kind of like the same related role as like Queen Otohime and Fisher Tiger, where like he's a really, really good character through a backstory. Sugar, not very memorable. I really don't like the one with the Tentara with the blue gets an F. Oh, wait. Edward Weevil's mom F tier. Carrot? Carrot gets a C. Not super memorable of a character. Corazon. Ooh, okay. Alright. Now, here's the ultimate question. Does he go in A plus or does he go in S tier? I'm gonna say S. Diamante. I don't mind his Devil abilities. I'll put him in C. Dongstorm is B. I like him a lot in his backstory. And same principle applies to Cat Viper as well. Captain Jack? C, not super memorable. Kaido, from what I've seen so far, is a B. Very, very intimidating and looks to be insanely powerful. I just need to see more from him in the future to raise that rating up. Kanjuro is weird. I guess C. I don't like him as much as Momo or Kinemon. Laoji is probably my favorite member of the Don Quixote family because he's so funny, and I think it's so funny the way he always goes Laoji, and he makes everything rhyme with G every time he says it, and then with a G. I think it's so incredibly hilarious. I love Laoji. I think he's really, really goddamn funny. I don't know who that is. Moncherie, kind of annoying, not worth the hassle of rescuing. I don't remember who that guy is. Pika gets a B tier because he's funny and he was a cool opponent for Zoro. Not as memorable as Rebecca or Kairos as characters. Senor Pink was funny. I liked Senor Pink, honestly. That guy was very forgettable, like a knockoff Pedro. Treble is disgusting, D tier. Wanda is okay, I guess. Edward Weevil, one of the most pathetic characters in all of One Piece. More than his mom somehow. F tier. Zunisha, B plus because of everything that has to do with Zoe as an arc. Haven't seen nearly enough of her yet. Big Mom? I'm a Big Mom in D. I don't like Big Mom very much at all. Brule is F tier. Brule is one of the most annoying characters in all of One Piece. Lola's sister? C, I guess. Cracker is also C. I liked his powers. I don't remember this guy's name specifically. I don't remember which one is like Yonji, Ichiji, or Nonji, or whatever their names are. C. Judge is a B plus. I think he's an extremely interesting antagonist, and he's a horrible person. And I love how he formed Sanji like as a person. Weird tree thing, not enough in the story. I don't remember who that is. Another of the brothers, I will also like put next to each other and see. Weird cream guy, D tier. Pedro, I like Pedro. He gets a B tier. Don't know who that is or that. Oh, weird husband guy, like ex-lover dude, D tier. The one fishman child of Big Mom, D. Oh, Pudding. Oh, I hate her so much after the betrayal stuff. Oh. It was a really well written character twist though, so B tier. Raizo, for the moment itself and how powerful the moment was, B plus. Reiju, A tier. Absolute highlight standout from Whole Cake Island side characters. I don't know who that is. Or that. Oh no, wait, this is Sora. C, I guess. Don't know who that is. That guy is a weirdo, D tier. He goes in C tier with the rest of his brothers. Don't know who that is, or that. Fake Luffy? Or Tomorrow Black, I should say, D tier. Well, C tier, because I think the gag is funny. I don't remember who that is, or that, or that. I think I might be out of characters I know here. I can rank the Cloud. I guess the Cloud goes in C, along with the Sun. And I haven't seen as much from the Hat, so I'll put that one in D tier. Yeah, a lot of the rest of these look like Wano characters I'm just not familiar with yet. That is going to do it for the One Piece characters tier list. I'm going to kind of scroll through all the tiers so you can kind of see, refresh again what characters are like in what tiers. I am actually going to make a bit of a change. I'm going to turn this into my top 10 favorite characters, so I can add more on here. And Vivi would be, this is the only part of the tier list that's ordered, by the way. Then I would say Kizaru, then Blackbeard, then Dofi, then Luffy on the end. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bam. 10. There's my top 10 characters right there. Luffy, Dofi, Blackbeard, Kizaru, Vivi, Rayleigh, Robin, Whitebeard, Sabo, and Zoro. Alright, yeah, that is going to be the complete tier list. What are we sitting at in terms of recording time? An hour and 8 minutes. Wow, that is a long time. I am going to stop the video here then. Thank you very much for watching if you made it through all the way through this ridiculously long video. And I will see you later. Bye.